Making it here today.
Yeah.
You know, I was asked to say a few words today, and I had to think, but what will I say? I asked Alex, I says, well, do I talk about you? Do I talk about scouting, or do I talk about world peace? He said, well, maybe the first two would be good. It's probably not enough time to talk about world peace, or something like that.
Yeah.
But one of the things I think that I really want to share in my looking back about Alex is that, first of all, it's seldom that a mother finds her in the position, self in the position of having two sons who are Eagle Scouts. And I can't even imagine my good luck and fortune that is my good fortune here today is that I have a second Eagle Scout in my family. I thought about Alex, and I think that some of the things that you have already heard are some of the things that were in my mind about how he can come to make a decision, that he's not flustered, that he has a can-do attitude, he has an upbeat attitude, and no matter what it is that's facing him, he can figure out a way to wiggle out of it. And that is a really good skill to have. I'll give you a couple of good examples. And these aren't bad things. These are really good things. I'm thinking back a couple of campaigns ago. Obviously, I've run in a few elections, a few campaigns. Alex has been there helping out on and off. But a couple campaigns ago, Kevin Berglund was out doing some handing out literature. And there was an evil dog in one of those yards. And that dog went and ripped a big, huge, gaping hole in Kevin's wrist, I think it was.
You could see the vein.
Yeah. And Kevin made it home, and Alex says, and we're like, oh my God, we're gonna have to go to the emergency room. We're gonna have to do something. Alex says, no, stop. I'm a Boy Scout. And I said, indeed you are. What do you suggest we do? He says, well, don't faint. Elevate it, squeeze it together, and I'm going to go get the super glue.
I did.
And you know what? It worked perfectly. We didn't have to go to the hospital or the doctor. Alex took care of it, and nobody fainted. And we were just lucky we knew where the super glue was. Another good instance is, I'm thinking back to when the last time Alex was in China. I don't know if all of you know that Alex has actually been to China 2 different times. And that last time that he was there in 2004, he actually taught conversational English to elementary school kids for 5 weeks. Now, Alex has this independent streak to him. And so he made sure, he told us that he did not have to be woke up in the morning. He would wake up on his own. He would make it on his own to the little bus stop with there was a little shuttle bus to go to the other side of the campus where he was teaching. And that we didn't have to bug him at all. Now keep in mind, he was 12 years old. And of course, he'd been to China before, so he figured he'd been there before, been there, done that, how hard can it be? And of course, he had a great time, and he knew that the rule is that if you are in China and you're going out on your own, you make sure that you have enough money in your pocket for cab fare, and you have the little business card in your pocket that tells the taxi cab driver where you're staying. Because even if you can't speak a lick of Chinese, doesn't matter where you've been dropped off or where you might find yourself shopping, which Alex loved to do in China. We have many swords to prove it. And getting them through all the customs and stuff, that's another story. So the thing is that he knew that he could indeed, just if he was someplace that it was nothing to be afraid of, that if he got lost from his party or didn't know how to get back home, how to do that, and he wasn't flustered, he could do it, and that was fine. And you know, I think that that's something that I see over and over in Alex again, is that you can give him a framework from which to operate by, and you don't necessarily fill in all the details because he actually doesn't want you to fill in all the details. He'll do that, doggone it. But he likes having that framework, and with that framework, he can find his way. And I hope that, of course, that will continue on, and I'm sure it will, because, you know, once you do something as you're younger, it seems to be the habit as you're older. So once again, Alex, thank you very much, and good luck to you.